This holiday season, help Soldiers for Stockings improve the morale and welfare of members of our armed forces deployed overseas. Now through November 20th, there is so much work to be done, and you can help in many ways. Download the stocking pattern from stockingsforsoldiers.org and start sewing today. Volunteer to help decorate and assemble stockings. Donate Christmas candies, snacks, nuts, chips, drink mixes, DVDs, books, magazines, lip balm, toiletries, and other items needed to fill the stockings. Or help make packets of snowman soup, hot chocolate, to send along with the stockings. For more information, patterns, and a list of items needed, visit stockingsforsoldiers.org. This holiday season, help send our troops a touch of home. For many, it's all they will receive. All stockings need to be completed by November 20th. So get started today at stockingsforsoldiers.org. That's stockingsforsoldiers.org. Stockings for Soldiers. Sending stockings filled with joy to our soldiers in harm's way for the 9th consecutive year.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom133.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom133.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom133.com. Go to freedom133.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom133.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom.
The IRS is the largest collection agency in the world. They can freeze your bank accounts, seize your car, home, will garnish your paychecks and benefits.
Don't take on the IRS alone. I can fight for you using industry secrets that can help stop the IRS. I'll cut your penalties, slash your interest, and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company with over 30 years experience helping people clean up their mess with the IRS. And we have a 95% customer satisfaction rating.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, are facing an audit, a lien, or levy, then call me right away.
Call 800-646-6985. Again, that's 800-646-6985. 800-646-6985. 800-646-6985.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge. Coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is still live free or die. It is not big government or bust. And the number that you can call is still toll-free, 603-835-3224. That is the number, should you wish to pony up to the phone bar and give us a call. Speaking of environment, new EPA rules are about to come out. New ethanol requirements could hurt your car engines. Few vehicles in the USA can currently use the E15. About 6% of vehicles on the road can use E85. Which is 85% ethanol and 15% gasoline. Why? Do you know what ethanol? Ethanol is made from corn. Now E85 is 85% ethanol. E15 is 15% ethanol. So more ethanol will be added to the nation's. This is from the WashingtonExaminer.com, by the way. More ethanol will be added to the nation's gasoline supply under new requirements. And current vehicle engines, up to and including 2016 models, can't handle it. This is something that the EPA confirmed earlier today. The updated renewable fuel standard increases the amount of biofuel, mainly corn ethanol, in the nation's gasoline supply to 18.11 billion gallons in 2016, up from 16.93 billion in 2015. That has angered oil industry groups and consumers are concerned about pushing past the blend wall, the point at which a car's engine is damaged by burning too much ethanol. Now, there have been cases, and people have documented the problem with ethanol, people, is you may think, oh, it's so wonderful how we're just growing our own energy here, and we're using something abundant like corn to power our cars. Let me tell you something. There's a problem with that. They've done testing, and the current engine technology is actually so good that the amount of what we're at, like E10 right now, 10% ethanol is mandated in regular gasoline. Well, that 10% reduces the energy out. See, because ethanol doesn't have the same energy output as gasoline. So it reduces the total energy output of the gasoline by a certain percentage. That also means in turn that your car, which is designed for optimal fuel advantage and fuel savings and economy, is not being achieved because it's not designed for ethanol, because it has a totally different heat signature and energy signature than gas. So what that means basically is, and to put it in simple terms, your car is not, if you're running, E10 ethanol in your gas right now, which I think just about everywhere in the USA, you have to have you can't get anything but E10. It's 10% ethanol. But that means two things are happening to your car. One, you're not getting the ultimate gas mileage. Gallons per mile type of thing. Miles per gallon type of thing. You're not getting what your engine could get. Today's engines in most vehicles are vastly more efficient and superior than anything that was produced even 10 years ago. It's incredible how well these things actually work. But they're hindered by the fuel that you put in them. In this particular case, is ethanol crap. Now, two, with that said, because the cars have to be designed for mostly gas engines, so that it has to be geared and engineered for the gasoline. That doesn't leave room to engineer the thing at the same time for this ethanol garbage. And what happens is that's damaging your engine and shortening the life of your car's engine. Plain as, now, this stuff has been tested and proven. There's no getting around it. And yet they want to up this because they have this notion that, they're trying to save the planet. And they think that ethanol is a way to save the planet. No, it's not. It's ruining the planet because it's taking us more. It takes more gasoline and ethanol. Let me just put it this way. If you had 100 gallons of E10, ethanol and gasoline, it would take, to get the same energy, about 120 gallons of just regular gas. So in other words, you're actually spending and buying more fuel to go the same distance as if you just use gasoline alone. So there is no savings. In fact, it's a loss for you and me. It's a loss. Now, I don't know. Well, the people that benefit from this are those who grow and sell the corn. Nobody else. Money. Now, Janet McCabe, acting assistant administrator for the EPA's Office of Air and Radiation, said the new standards reflects Congress's will. Now, see, that's the problem. There is no Congress. There is the will of the people. It is not the will of Congress. It is the will of the people. The people of this country do not want this crap. It doesn't work. What? Oh, y'all are not hearing me. What part of this do people not understand? It is not the will of the president. It is not the will of Congress. It is the will of the people, because we live in a democratic republic, which means we are